We've made stuffed burgers before, but never a mac and cheese stuffed burger. Today, in lieu of the upcoming holiday St. Patrick's Day, we are dubbing this the McMAC N CHEESE BURGER. And of course with bacon. You want to see our take on this amazing stuffed mac and cheese burger? Stick around while we dig in. Hey, welcome back.
I'm Adam.
I'm Brett.
And we are the WALTWINS. If this is your first time here with us, though, welcome. Consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything that we do here in the Backyard Diner, even when it's so cold that I am doing a WALTWINS first. I got my jeans on. I don't typically film in jeans because in Central Florida it's always hot, and when we're cooking, it's always hotter. And when you're cooking with a couple of these dudes, it's always extremely warm. I'm just saying.
These humble hunks.
But we are happy to be here no matter how cold it is, but the sun is shining. We've got that direct sunlight on us today.
Sun's out, guns out. Just saying.
Sky's out, thighs out. Well, not in my jeans today, apparently. But we are really excited to get to do this one. This is a signature recipe that we are doing, and we're so excited to get to do this one on the Pit Boss Sierra Griddle. Speaking of exclusivity, the Pit Boss Sierra is exclusive to Walmart.
Yes.
Keep checking. We promise they are starting to load the stores with them more and more. We get asked all the time, hey, when is the Sierra going to be available in my area?
Yeah.
And they are coming to your town soon.
Well, they're getting scooped up as soon as they're available.
Yeah,
so,
right?
Again, keep checking. They will be there. That's the word we're getting, and we're also being told, keep checking. They are on the way, and you're going to fall in love just like we have.
Absolutely. And aside from that, these ultimate griddles are unbelievable. Ultimate is the perfect name because we always say we love griddle cooking. It's the ultimate cooking experience.
Correct.
This one is no different. It's a fun process. We actually are doing this with our own homemade mac and cheese that I will explain that process as soon as we get the bacon thrown down. Before we get to the bacon, before we get to that process, Brent, why don't you tell the fine folks the groceries that we're throwing in this one?
Fine folks, what are we in the news? Well, the first thing that I noticed when I see this screen is the big bowl of mac and cheese. This is our homemade secret mac and cheese, which Adam will show you the whole secret in just a minute. We've got these 80-20 beef meatballs. These are very large, but remember, we're stuffing them, so we're going to be cutting them in half and doing the process. You can see the press here, putting on these brioche buns and bacon as well.
Right,
and we're going to be S&P in it today, just salt and pepper, simple salt and pepper.
Brett, why are we only using salt and pepper? Why aren't we using Pit Boss's Bold Burger?
Oh,
explain that one. One of us may or may not have left the seasoning at his house.
At his house.
We really wanted to use the Bold Burger. It is phenomenal. Brett's had a chance to use this a couple of times.
So good.
So anyways, we are just going to use salt and pepper for this stuffed mac and cheese burger. This bacon, this is Right Brand Applewood smoked bacon. So really quickly, for my mac and cheese, it is very simple. I build this similar to what I would do building a gravy. I start a roux, which is just 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of flour. Get those going. As soon as those are mixed together, not very long, and they just start to brown, I add my milk. I do 2 cups of milk that I add to this. 1 cup slowly, stir it in, and then I'll mix in the other one as soon as it starts to really heat up. Typically, you don't want this to come to a boil. Unfortunately, I wasn't super successful with that today. I went to turn down the burner at one point and didn't realize I had actually cranked it up instead. So I got this to a low boil, which I didn't necessarily want, but that's okay. I ended up using 20 slices of American cheese for this batch. Usually about 1.5 cups, 2 cups of American cheese is what I use. And I break that down according to slices. I happened to grab 20 slices what I had, and 1/2 cup of mild cheddar. Now, Brett loves cheddar cheese. We could use the sharp cheddar.
Right.
In fact, you can use any cheddar you want. Add a teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of pepper, and then add a little bit more to taste as you desire. We did end up using about another 1/2 teaspoon of salt. This does start to thicken up quite a bit, and it will get to a point where it sticks. So I was using the whisk for a long time, switched over to a spoon, and that's when I know I'm starting to get it thick enough. Just move it around, turn the heat down. Now, once it cools down, this will harden to make it nice and liquidy again. You just gotta heat it back up, and then you're gonna add your elbow noodles back. So these are noodles that I'd prepared the day before. Added this, and I didn't quite add the whole 16 ounces of noodles, just about though, because I like my mac and cheese a little bit extra creamy. So this is the mac and cheese.
My mac and cheese is extra creamy. You other brothers, are you with me?
I'm not with you.
Clearly.
But that's it. That's our mac and cheese process. The recipe to that will be in the description below. As it is St. Patty's Day, we are dubbing this the McMAC N CHEESE BURGER with bacon.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's.
We love this time of year. It's just a fun time to celebrate. Anytime you get a chance to celebrate via food, we are in it for sure.
You're not wearing green.
Okay, it's not St. Patty's Day. is gonna get his comeuppance. Anyways, we are gonna get to this. The griddle is on low. We're gonna get the bacon going. Once we get the bacon going, we're gonna shift the process over so you can see how we're going to stuff this McMAC N CHEESE burger.
Yes!
We're gonna get these on the griddle. We're gonna toast up our buns, and then we're gonna build this and eat it. Let's get to the process. So Brett is gonna go ahead and pull over the bacon, the glorious bacon. Now, we've had the griddle on about 10 minutes. It is really cold out here. This is low, but we still get that sizzle. And we do talk about it often that we typically prefer putting the bacon on a cold griddle. It just helps keep it from curling up on us too much. But Brett's gonna get that bacon going, and we're gonna change angles, and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna build the stuffed burger. All right, so Cannon ran to grab the mac and cheese. So we've got our cheese, our meatballs. Basically, they're just loosely packed, but all I wanna do is I wanna take about half. So we're gonna end up with about just under 2 quarter pounders. You want the inside one just a little bit smaller so it will fit. So basically, thank you, we got our mac and cheese. Perfect, okay. So what we do is we take our press, we're gonna take it apart. It's got these extra parts, super simple. I'm just gonna kind of form a little patty, and we're gonna put it in here, and then I'm going to lay this down. Now this is gonna be pretty thick. Now you can make this thinner if you want, of course. So then we've got our press. We remove the cap there, and this is our little piece that's gonna help form a cavity. So we're gonna try to center it a little bit, and we're gonna press down. Press and turn, there we go. Get a nice push in, and then we're gonna pull that out. See, we've got a nice cavity. A perfect little spot for our mac and cheese. So we're gonna take our mac and cheese, we're gonna put it in there, if you please, because you know what? Let's stuff it, right? Then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna form another patty. Now this is gonna kind of be loose, but a rough idea, because I wanna get it as close to the edges as I can. Some of this is gonna pinch off, which will be good, because this is going to help seal all of that in. So we're gonna put that in. We're gonna put the top back on. Oops, let me lock that in. And then we're gonna press and press until that is. So we've got a nice seal. I definitely overstuffed my first one. Set that aside. We can make a little mac and cheese ball. Okay, and then we're gonna use the bottom part to help push this out and release. And look at that. This tells me this one was a little full because I can see some of the macaroni and cheese. So on the next one, I will be a bit more careful. There we go. We got one burger ready to go. So Brett,
yeah,
I am going, like I said, I'll be a little bit more careful on this one. All right, so we are doing some short form content. So we did the bacon. We've done bacon so many times. We didn't explain much of the process because, you know, bacon is bacon. Right, so we've got our 2, what we would say, overstuffed burgers. I did some doctoring on that one because I did have it coming out. So we did forget to salt and pepper them off the side. So we're gonna go ahead and do it now. Oh, listen to that sizzle.
Oh, nice.
All right, so we're gonna add a little bit of salt, a little pepper. Again, Brett, why are we using salt and pepper and not the bold burger?
Because
someone left it at home. His name was Brett.
Yeah, his name was Brett.
Yeah, his name was Brett.
Yeah.
You forgot the seasoning.
No.
So this is gonna cook probably at least 4 minutes per side. We do have the griddle still on low, but because it was on so long, we're probably pushing 400 degrees here.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna let that continue to cook in that bacon grease.
Yeah.
And man, this is gonna be unbelievable. So make sure and tune in Wednesday. We have a special St. Patrick's Day cook that we're super excited to share. It was a request and a complete recipe given to us by a viewer, and we can't wait to share that one with you. This one is amazing. We're super excited. Now, this is starting to come up. It's been about 3 minutes now. We got a couple more minutes. We want that brownie to come up at least halfway through. Since it is a stuffed burger, we want to cook it just a little bit longer. We don't mind a little bit of pink inside, but we got to remember, we also have some mac and cheese in there that we don't want just resting in raw meat. So it's got to get internal temp high enough that we're going to get a little bit of pink, but not a whole lot. All right, so we're going to go ahead and flip these. It's been about 5 minutes on that side. Look at that, nice crustification as it's known. There we go. Look at that. And so this side we'll let sit a little bit longer. Brett had reminded me, because I said we're not quite halfway, but he reminded me the bottom patty was a little bit smaller because it pushed up on the sides, giving it the illusion that it was actually a lot bigger. So that one should be cooked through. So we'll just let this one cook through, and then we're gonna pull them. Yep. We got just a little bit of splittage coming out there. That's A-okay by me. All right, so we're gonna mayo the buns to toast up. We're seeing just a little pink on the side, but you know what? I think, Brett, it's time to pull those.
I was just screaming for a bite.
I know. Well, listen, this took a little bit longer than we intended, and not only that,
Gloves on, Sitch.
Brett's keeping his gloves on, but it split. I did build both of those too fat. As I was pushing that in, I'm like, you know what? We probably could have gone about a quarter pound, not even quarter pound total, and made these a little bit smaller.
But as we always do, we go big and we go home. And you know what's not affected, Adam?
What?
Flavor.
Flavor was in no way, shape, or form affected during this cook. So we are gonna go with that. Brett, like we say, it can look amazing.
It looks absolutely amazing.
Does it now?
Yeah.
Like we say, it can smell amazing.
Can I get a smell, yeah?
Oh, smell, yeah, you can, don't you know?
Don't you know, yes.
A little bit of Wisconsin in there. Is that what
Let's go get
happens
some
there?
soda pop.
But if this doesn't taste amazing, then this was all for naught. Cheers. I'll eat to that, my brother. Oh, yeah. You want cheese with a burger? I hope they have this on the lunch and dinner special, because I'm coming back for the dinner special.
Look at this. I thought it was going to explode, and it didn't.
It held together, so it did start to come apart a little bit. Bro, but honestly, what a great burger. Here, Cannon.
And it's with as much cheese as from the top to the bottom and the middle. It's not too much cheese. It's
No,
not
but-
too cheesy.
With all that mac and cheese, I was really concerned. Maybe this will be a little bit over the top. Nope, this is like
at all.
right on the top perfectly.
Not at all.
This
Cats.
is not over the top. This is just the top. This is the top.
This
notch.
is on the top.
This is so. I can't get enough of this. This burger
Neither
is
can
so
Cannon.
good. How is it, bud? Cannon has already devoured the other half that I gave. Man, this is incredible. I'm so glad we came and did this.
Me too.
So happy that with how this turned out. The McMAC and stuffed cheeseburger. Next time we're using the bold burger from Pit Boss.
Yes.
We can't wait to get our hands on it and really crank out some great burger cooks with it.
Yes.
Man, this was incredible. If this did give you one more idea, something else to cook, not only for this St. Patty's Day events
Oh, yes,
that
St.
are,
Patty's
that are
Day.
happening, but for any time. If this did help you, make sure and give us a thumbs up. We really do appreciate it. It's one way in which you support us and what we do. Another way you can support us is through our merchandise. There's a link to that in the description below this video. Our merchandise is brought to you through digital promotions. It works closely with Crossroads Missions. And Crossroads Missions does amazing service work. In fact, a portion of all the purchases made through the WALTWINS goes to benefit Crossroads Missions and their amazing service. Brett,
Yes.
we love them, first of all, for
Yeah,
what they
we
do.
do.
And
Yes,
being a part
thumbs
of
up for them, yes.
But also, we have a Patreon page.
Yes, shout out to our
Griddle
Griddle Entourage.
Entourage.
We love you guys so much and supporting us. That way, if you'd like to find out more about Patreon, that information is down below as well.
Right. Thank you so much to our Griddle Entourage. We love you guys so much. And everybody, just for being here, thank you so much. Aside from coming to knock out this banger.
Banger!
I am still holding it for a reason. This is getting devoured as soon as we're done.
No, it is.
Aside from coming to make this, why else do we do all this?
Because all we do is twin.
No matter what. And with that, we bid you adieu.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
And griddle on!